The car wash. I told her about a guy who used 8 minutes of high-pressure rinse to blast mud off his boots. She smiled weakly. People use what they have for what they wish they had, she said. I wasn't sure what that meant, but I nodded like I did. After dinner, Dad mentioned the hospital bill like he was commenting on rain. We'll figure it out. He said, eyes on the game like, "Wah, meant you, Caleb." I stacked bowls in the sink and felt the old gravity pull. Do more, say less. Then we heard it. A chopper thud in the air like a giant heartbeat. Mason darted to the window, grin already loaded. That's tomorrow's test flight. He said, wait till you see the video. Test flight for what? I asked. He winked. You'll see. Mom laughed once, then coughed. Your brother has big ideas, she said. He always did. I took her tea into the kitchen. As I rinsed the cups, I heard her voice, low and soft, float over the clink of porcelain. Caleb, you're my practical one. She said. You always know how to make hard things manageable. Behind her words was the first small trigger. A familiar pressure I pretended not to feel. That night, I drove home with my wipers squeaking across a dry windshield, hands tight on the wheel. Like you do when you know a curve is coming, and you can't see the sign yet. I slept badly. The kind where your brain keeps checking the door. I should explain the roles. Mom, warm but tired, a maker of lists with stars in the margins. Dad, weathered, proud in a quiet way that turns sharp when money comes up. Mason, the family's favorite movie, always playing. Me, the person who cleans the theater after. When Dad got laid off from the parts warehouse 3 years ago, I picked up extra night runs at the wash. I did Craigslist installs, softeners, coin hoppers, bill validators. I learned you can talk anyone into paying cash if you bring the right socket set and say, my guy, a lot. Money wasn't easy, but it moved if I did. Every month I slipped Mom 400s for groceries. She pretended not to notice. You always bring something, she'd say, staring at the envelopes like they were shy animals. Mason brought excitement, new shoes, a drone. Last summer, he started a YouTube channel where he filmed kid experiences. And told us it was a brand. It's about creating moments, he said. You can't measure that in quarters, Caleb. He said. Quarters, like a joke. The car wash runs on quarters. The petty part of me noted that. The first medical bill hit the mailbox like a brick. I opened it at Mom's table while she folded dish towels in silent rows. 6*412.77. The 17 bothered me most. It made the number feel like it could argue with you. Mom kept smoothing the same towel flat over and over. We'll call, she said softly. They do payment plans. They also do interest, I said. She looked small on that chair. Caleb, I hate this. I know. I said. Let me try something. I drove to the bank. The manager, a man with a perfectly parted side part and a sign on his desk that said, we're in this together, smiled like he'd practiced. I opened a new card with a 0 interest promo. It was stupid, I know, but it was a bridge. I told myself bridges are good you walk across, you don't live on them. I went back to the wash and propped the office door with a bucket while the dryer cycled. I called the hospital. I gave them the card number. 3,000 down. The woman said, we'll send a receipt. She said it like she was wrapping a present. I put the phone down and stared at the blue light of the coin counter flickering on the wall. This would work if I kept moving. I always kept moving. Over the next week, I drove Mom to appointments. I stocked the vending machine with little tissues and hand sanitizer. Because the nurses kept running out, I forgot to eat dinner twice.